Yes friends, so we are completing question number 5. So in this case, A plus B plus C's 1 day's work is 1.16. We have calculated. Now we have to find out that A's 1 day's work is what? Because that is to be calculated, because finally in the end after 10 days A alone will complete the work. So what is A's rate of work or rate of working? That we have to find out. So A's 1 day's work is 1 day's work is equal to A plus B plus C's 1 day's work. This is 1.16 minus B plus C. B plus C is 24. 1.24 is the rate of B plus C's 1 day's work, and this is 1.16. So LCM is what? Okay, let me take the LCM of 24 and this. So it is 48. Let me take 48 as the LCM. 16 3s are 48. 24 2s are 48. So this is 1.48. So A's rate of work is 1.48. Right? A alone will take 48 days to complete the whole work, but the rate we have to find out. Now let us take what is the work being completed. 1.16 is the rate of working of all the three. I mean 1 day's work of all the three, A plus B plus C. So 1 day's work is 1.16 that we calculated, and A's rate is 1.40. This is second equation, which is very important. We have to just use it. Now let us take A plus B plus C, all the three worked for 10 days. Worked for 10 days together. 10 days together. Therefore, they completed the whole work. How much? Rate is 1.16. 1.16 is the rate of all the three. This is 10 into 1.16. Because 1 day's work is 1.16, 10 days work will be 10 upon 16. That means 5 by 8. 5 by 8 work was completed. What is the remaining work? Which is to be completed by A. Okay, so remaining work is, after the three people, A plus B plus C, completed the work for 10 days, how much work they completed? 5 upon 8. Remaining work is, therefore the remaining work is equal to 1 minus 5 by 8. 1 minus 5 by 8. So this is 3 by 8. Now 3 by 8 remaining work is to be completed by A. What is the remaining work? Divided by rate of work. Number of days can be calculated. Therefore, A will take how many days? Therefore, A's rate of work is, let me do it here. Solution. Therefore, A will take, or A will complete the work. A will complete the work. The remaining work. The remaining work in how many days? Remaining work in, this is remaining work, which is 3 by 8. Remaining work divided by rate of work. This is 1.48, because A's rate of work is 1.48. So what is the formula? Remaining work divided by rate of work. Number of days. This is the formula here. This is the formula, number of days to complete a work. This is the basic formula I have used here. This is the work, remaining work. We can say this is the remaining work divided by rate of work. Divided by rate of work. Now because A is working in the end, so A's rate of work is 1.48. This is the rate of work in the denominator. The remaining work was 3 by 8, because 5 by 8 work was completed by A plus B plus C, where all the three worked for 10 days, so they completed the work 5 by 8. remaining work was 1 minus 5 by 8, that means 3 by 8. This is remaining work divided by rate of work. Total number of days can be calculated. So this is remaining work divided by rate of work. So this is how much? Let me solve it here. So this is giving us 3 upon 8 into 48 upon 1. 8 6 are 48. 8 6 are 48. 6 3 are 18. So 18 days finally A alone will complete. After that A took 18 days more. So this is a question here. How many more days will A take to finish this? How many more days? How many days more will A take to finish the work? So 18 more days. So this is the answer here. Therefore A will take 18 more days. 18 more days to finish the work. To finish the work. This is the answer here. To finish the work. Alright. This is question number 6. This is the answer. So 18 more days. This is the answer. They will take more 18 days to finish the complete the work, remaining work. This is question number 5 we have completed. Let me talk about question number 6. Now question number 6. Let's talk about it. Now question 6 says, what is given to us? Okay, let me write here given. Now what is given to us? A can do a piece of work in 24 days. When he had worked for 4 days, B joined him. If complete work was finished in 16 days, okay, in how many days B alone can finish the work? Means rate of B, we have to first find out, then number of days can be calculated easily. So first is that A can do a piece of work in 24 days we are given. A can do a piece of work in 24 days. Here in 24 days. Okay, when he had worked for 4 days. When he had worked for 4 days, then B joined him. Then B joined him. Then what does he say? Then he says, then B joined him. If complete work was finished in 16 days, means after 4 days, 12 days or more. So it means B worked for 12 days. What the point? That is how we have to find out. In 12 days, number of days are left 12 because 16 minus 4. Previously, for 4 days, A alone has worked. Okay, because total 16 days are taken to complete the work. Because complete the work, total 16 days are taken. Okay, it says that the work was completed in 16 days. Now it says that if complete work was finished in 16 days, in how many days B alone can finish the work? So we have to find out that what is the rate of work of B. Okay, or in how many days B alone can work, and the work was finished in 16 days. What is the work, complete work? Complete work was done in 16 days. This is given to us. 16 days. To find out here, what will find out? To find here, what is B's rate of work, or what is B's? What is the B's? How many days B alone can do the work? No. In how many days here alone B alone can finish the work? What is the number of days of B? Let me write here. In how many days? In how many days? In how many days B alone can finish the work, can finish that work or complete the work. That is the point here. Solution. Now try to understand. What is the rate of work of A? A completed for 4 days. After that, what the whole work is completed in 16 days. Okay, so the remaining work was completed by both. Okay, so we are not knowing that what is the rate of working, but rate of working can be calculated because number of days remaining is 12 days. Okay, and B and A's rate of work can be calculated. Okay, so that is there. Then we can find out that what is the rate of work of A. So first is A's 1 day's work, 1 day's work, or rate of work of A is 1.24. Because in 24, A alone can do the work. A can do a piece of work in 24 days. So 1.24 is the rate of work of A. Now he worked for 4 days. He alone, when he had finished work for 4 days, now in 4 days, A completed 4 into 1.24 work. This was completed by him. That means 1.6 complete work was done. What is the remaining work? Therefore, remaining work the remaining work is 1 minus 1.6. That means 5 by 6. 5 by 6 is the remaining work because 1 minus 1.6, 6 LCM, 6 minus 1, 5 in the numerator divided by 6. So 5.6 is the remaining work which is finished by A and B together. Okay, so A and B together took 12 days because it says that in 16 days the whole work was completed, but 4 days already completed. 4 days have been taken by A to complete the work, but the whole work was completed in 16 days. That means remaining 12 days, both A and B work together. Okay, what is the rate? So in 12 days, so remaining work is this. Now, after 4 days, A and B worked together to finish the work. In 12 days. Because number of days now remaining is 12 days because for 16 days complete work is completed by them. Complete work was completed in 16 days. So for 4 days A has already worked, 12 days are remained. So in 12 days, so for 12 days A and B are now after 4 days, A and B worked together to finish the work in 12 days. So the remaining work is this. So what is the rate of work of them together? Therefore, A plus B's 1 day's work. We have to find out 1 day's work of them, rate of work. 1 day's work is equal to remaining work. This is the remaining work. Divided by, so 5 by 6 work was remained. Okay, number of days we can write here. So number of 1 day's work upon 12. Why 12? Number of days. We can write here number of days here. If rate is not given, then we have to divide by number of days. So number of days here. So number of days is given 12 days. Now here we can write either the rate of work. Okay, and this is 1.12 we can say, but 1.12 is total number of days. So 1 day's work we have to calculate. Divide by 12 here. Number of days. How many days will be taken? So, sorry, A plus B's 1 day's work we are calculating. So number of days is to be divided by. So this is 12 days total. They are working the remaining work. So we can say in 12 days both A and B are completing 5.6 work. Therefore their 1 day's work is 1.12. Remaining days we can write here. This is 5 by 6 remaining work divided by 12. So this is 5 by 12 6 72. Right? 5 by 72 is the rate of work of them together. Okay? Both A and B's rate of work is 5 by 72. Now from this we have to subtract. So their rate is this and A's rate is 1.24. What is the B's rate? Therefore B's rate of work, or we can write here that in 12 days A and B has to complete 5 by 6 work, because 5 by 6 is the remaining work which is to be completed by A and B in 12 days. So 12 days work is equal to 5 upon 6. Therefore A and B's 1 day's work is 5.6 upon 12. This is 5 upon 72. Okay, so that is the rate of A and B's. Now let us take what is B's rate of work then. Therefore B's 1 day's work or rate of work. 1 day's work. B's 1 day's work. B's 1 day's work is equal to, now both A and B's work is 5 by 12, 5 by 72, minus A's work. What is A's work is 1.24. A's 1 day's work is 1.24 because A alone can complete the work in 24 days. So his rate is 1.12. And both A and B's work is rate is this 5 by 12. This is second equation. And this 1.24 was A's work, A's rate of work or 1 day's work. This, now let me calculate A's rate of work. Number of days we can then reverse it and find out. 72 is the LCM, this is 5 minus 24 3 right, 72. Alright, so 3 4 is 12, 2 1 carry, 3 2 is 6 and 7, right. This is 2 by 72, that means 1.36. So A alone can complete the work in 36 days. This is rate. B's rate of work is is 1.36. 1 day he can complete 1.36 of the work. That means 36 number of days. And therefore B can finish the work. In 36 days. Just reverse the rate. This is 1 day's work 1.36. Therefore, total number of days 36 will be taken by B to complete the work. So this is the rate. This is the answer here. I mean 36 number of days A will take to finish the work. Okay, so this is now 7th question that we take. Okay, so this is the answer here. So B will take 36 days. That is the answer. Question number now 7. Let us talk about. Now question number 7. Let me complete the question number 7. What is given to us here? Let me first write. Now given to us is A, B and C. They say A, B and C can do a piece of work in 10 days. All the three can do the work in 10 days. After working at it with B and C for 4 days, right, A leaves off. For 4 days, B and C, okay, for 4 days, A leaves off and then B and C finish it in 10 days more. In how many days can A alone do it? Oh, that is the point. Okay. Now it says that all the three can complete the work in 10 days. Okay, and after working at it for 4 days. After working at it with B and C for 4 days, so I mean all the three worked for 4 days, A leaves off and then B and C has finished the remaining work. So we have to find out that what is the rate of work of A. So we can find out then that B and C's rate of work is what? So that is the remaining work, that in remaining remaining work will be finished by A in how many days? Now they say in 10 days. Okay, so remaining work is finished by B and C in 10 days. What the remaining work? That remaining work divided by number of days will give us rate of B and C. This B and C's rate of work can be subtracted from A plus B plus C's rate of work. That will give us A's rate of work, and that will be reversed. Then number of days can be calculated for A. So let us take what is given to us. So this is A, B and C can complete a work, can complete a job or can complete a work. Okay, can complete a work, can do a piece of work, can complete a work in 10 days. It is given to us. In 10 days, no problem. And after working for 4 days together, A leaves off, then the remaining work was finished by B and C in 10 days. In 10 days more. That is the point here, to find what is the rate of A. In how many days A alone can finish the work? In how many days can A alone do it? So in how many days A alone can finish the work. That is to be calculated. Now solution, try to understand. Solution, see here that A and B and C together work for 4 days. Now A plus B plus C's 4 days work. 4 days work is equal to 1.10 into 4. Try to understand. This is 2 by 5. 2 to the 4 and 2 5 the 10. 2 by 5 work is completed. Remaining work is 3 by 5. The remaining work is 1 minus 2 by 5. Work is 1 complete work. Minus 2 by 5. The remaining work is 3 by 5. Now this 3 by 5 work was completed in 10 days. What is the rate of work of B and C? 3 by 50, because 3 by 5 upon 10 number of days we have to divide. So the rate of work, okay, this 3 by 5 remaining work. Therefore B plus C is the rate of work or 1 day's work is equal to what we have to do. This is the remaining work divided by number of days. In this case, remaining work. What is remaining work divided by number of days? This is number of days. So remaining work is 3 by 5. But 2 by 5 work was completed. 3 by 5 was remained. In 10 days they completed. This is 3 by 5 into 10. That means 3 upon 50 is the rate of B plus C's rate. B plus C is 1 day's work. So B plus C's rate of work or 1 day's work is equal to 3 by 50. and A plus B plus C's rate of work is 1.10. Because 10 days they can complete the work. So that 1.10 minus this will give us A's. Therefore A's 1 day's work is equal to A plus B plus C is 1 day's work. A plus B plus C is 1 day's work minus B plus C is 1 day's work. B plus C is 1 day's work. That is the point here. 1 day's work. So this will give us A's number of days. A's number of days. Or first we have to find out the rate. That means 1 upon the work divided by rate of work. What is rate of work of A? This is 1.10 all of 3's rate of work minus 3 upon 50. This is B plus C's rate of work. This will give us, so this is 1.10. Number of days we have to find out. 1 upon work divided by this, the rate. Okay, so 1.10, 50 is the LCM. So 50 is the LCM. This is 5 minus 3. So this is 1 upon 2 upon 50. That means 50 upon 2. 25. So 25 days will be taken by A alone. So A alone can complete the work in 25 days. This is the answer here. Number of days is the work